Every mirror has two sides. One reflects your face, and the other, your soul. But what if your reflection wasn't you at all? What if it was something waiting to come out? This is the story of a cursed mirror, a grieving mother, and the final exorcism of the world's most famous paranormal couple. The movie begins in 1964, inside a small, dimly lit antique shop. Lorraine Warren is drawn to a strange Victorian mirror covered by a black cloth. The shopkeeper warns her not to touch it, but she feels something crawling. The moment her fingers brush the surface, the lights flicker and she's hit by a horrifying vision. A shadowy figure standing inside the mirror, whispering her name. Lorraine collapses, screaming. Ed rushes to her side. She wakes up, in labor. That night, their daughter Judy is born lifeless. No heartbeat, no cry. In one of the most emotional scenes of the film, Lorraine clutches the baby and prays, tears mixing with blood on her hands. And miraculously, the baby breathes, but something inside the mirror laughs. Every miracle, Lorraine whispers later, demands a price. The Smurl family moves into a quiet suburban home in West Pittston, Pennsylvania. It's supposed to be a fresh start. Jack, Janet, their daughters Dawn and Heather, twins Karen and Shannon, and Jack's aging parents. One day, Jack buys an old mirror from a second-hand store as a gift for Heather's confirmation. Guess which mirror it is. At first, it seems harmless, but then things start happening. Scratching sounds from the walls. The family dog barks at empty corners. And every night, the mirror seems to breathe. Objects start moving on their own. The grandmother claims she saw a man standing behind her reflection. And one night, Heather wakes up screaming, claw marks across her back. The local priest blesses the house, but it only makes things worse. That's when the Warrens return. Ed's heart condition has worsened. Lorraine hesitates, but she knows the presence feels familiar. When she steps inside the Smurl home and sees the mirror, her face goes pale. Ed, it's the same one. The evil she thought she'd left behind 22 years ago has come back. Lorraine begins her investigation using crucifixes, holy water, and her psychic visions. During one seance, she places her hand on the mirror and gasps. She sees a dark figure chained inside the glass, screaming in rage. An ancient entity that feeds on fear, guilt, and regret. It wants Lorraine. It wants Judy. That night, the family faces its worst attack yet. Doors slam, lights explode, and the mirror glows with a sickly white light. The spirit possesses Judy, using her as a bridge between worlds. Lorraine screams, "Let her go!" The demon replies, in Judy's voice, "You gave her to me the night she was born." Ed, weak but determined, prepares for one final exorcism, his last rite. The room becomes a battlefield, prayers versus darkness. Ed's voice trembles as he holds the Bible, sweat pouring down his face. Judy levitates, eyes rolling white. The mirror cracks with every verse. Lorraine presses her hand against the mirror again, seeing the same stillborn baby from 1964. Crying, the demon whispers, "Without me, she never would have lived." Lorraine screams, "You are a liar," and smashes her rosary into the mirror. The reflection shatters into 1,000 pieces, each one showing a different face of the demon. Ed collapses to the floor, heart giving out, but not before finishing his last line, "In the name of God, you are banished." A blinding light floods the room. The mirror implodes. The haunting ends. Judy gasps awake. The family survives. The demon is gone. Months later, the Warrens visit their artifact room, the mirror fragments sealed inside a blessed case. It's finally over. Judy and Tony marry, trying to move on. The movie ends with a bittersweet tone, the closing chapter for Ed and Lorraine Warren. A farewell to two characters who carried the franchise from the very beginning. The Conjuring, Last Rites, takes heavy inspiration from the real-life Smurl haunting, one of the most infamous paranormal cases the Warrens investigated in the 1980s. The Smurls claimed that over 15 years, their home was plagued by moving objects, violent scratches, levitations, and demonic apparitions. Ed and Lorraine stood by the family, believing the presence was one of the most aggressive they'd ever encountered. The Conjuring, Last Rites isn't just about demons. It's about faith, family, and the cost of holding on to hope. A perfect finale to the Warren story, and maybe the scariest mirror you'll ever see. So, what do you think? Do you believe the mirror is truly destroyed? Or is the darkness still waiting in the reflection behind you? Comment your thoughts below. Subscribe for more deep horror explainers, and remember, when you stare too long into the mirror, sometimes it stares back.